The planet Uranus is about 1.5 billion miles from the Earth, but it has marveled astronomers since its discovery in 1781 by English astronomer William Herschel. Now it's once again generating some cosmic buzz as astronomers are using NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, and has detected a tiny new moon orbiting around that planet. Let's bring in friend of the show, Jud Ready, who is at Georgia Tech's School of Materials Science and Engineering. Welcome back to the show, Jud.
Thank you, Chelsea.
All right.
You having me back again.
I mean, so how big of a leap is this discovery in terms of what we can now see and study in our own solar system?
Well, it's the 29th moon of Uranus. It's very tiny. That's why we haven't discovered it yet. It's about 6 miles across, which would fit really comfortably between my office here on Georgia Tech campus and Lenox Mall, for instance. So very difficult to see. Even when Voyager 2 passed through the Uranus system, when I was a child, it didn't see this. It was below the detection limit. But the James Webb Space Telescope that we launched and commissioned a couple years ago is able to see it because it's viewing in the infrared, which is a different wavelength than our eyeballs see.
Now explain, you said that we haven't discovered it yet. We can see it, but we haven't discovered it. Explain the difference there.
Well, we hadn't discovered it. I mean, it's been there for many millions, billions of years, but we've only had the detector limits on the telescope to be able to see it, and soon we'll be able to assess its composition. Right now, it's dimmer than the other ones as well, so that's curious as to why it is so dim. Other than the fact that it's smaller, it's dimmer than it should be for that size.
Mm-hmm. Why did it take until 2025 now for us to see it on the telescope?
Because the James Webb Telescope, it was too small for Hubble's Space Telescope to see. We had to wait for the James Webb Telescope to see it. Even sending the Voyager probe right there to that neighborhood was not able to see it.
Wow.
So Uranus is a very interesting system overall. Just the planet itself is cockeyed 90 degrees, so it revolves around the Earth as if it's a rolling ball. So the pole points towards the sun as opposed to ours, which are more up and down. If we think of it that way.
What does that tell us about this telescope that can see things that even the Voyager and Hubble have missed? I mean, this is powerful, right?
Yeah, James Webb is the most powerful telescope ever. As I mentioned before, it's very good for observing in the infrared, as opposed to the visible wavelengths that our eyeballs see with traditional telescopes. Other telescopes also look at other wavelengths, for instance, X-ray wavelengths, but the Webb telescope is in orbit. It's got a really complex segmented mirror that took a lot of engineers a lot of time to perfect that, and it's working and returning incredible scientific discoveries of outer space.
So this moon, I understand, is only about 6 miles wide, as you mentioned. I think you could practically jog around the planet in a day, right? Or at least that telescope, I mean, that satellite in a day. Does the size make it significantly or scientifically less important?
No, anything worth studying, from the smallest bacteria to the largest of black holes. Size does not matter in science, we should say.
Wow. What would you say that people wonder why we care so much about this little piece of rock? What would you say about if people say, well, why do we care about it?
Indeed. So there's things that are known and things that are unknown, and in between is the discovery aspect. Many years ago, we didn't know much about Earth's moon. Mm-hmm. Was there water on there? They used to think the black areas were oceans. They called them seas, Maria. No, it's not water, it's lava. Solidified lava.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do you think with this discovery, it'll let us know that we have, does it really let us know we have much more to discover out there? I mean, and maybe even life?
Space is infinite, literally an infinite amount of things to study and to try to understand, and we understand so little of it. Thankfully, we're getting better over time, getting capabilities like the Webb Space Telescope, for instance, to allow us to explore these things. And to touch on your point before, some people complain about spending money on space. Mm-hmm. Money's not spent on space, it's spent here on Earth studying space, to build these instruments, to pay the scientists to operate them, to pay the technicians to fabricate it in the first place.
Yeah, so. Well, I appreciate the new discoveries, especially in outer space. I'm very curious, and I'm sure there's more like me as well. Doc, really appreciate you being on with us today.